Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. Pacific Solar and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
The island's medical examiner has ruled the death of a 51-year-old man to be a homicide.
Well, they didn't get paid, but it's not a payless payday. The dollars and cents coming up.
And also in the show, a high-ranking Japanese government official is on our island. And with that, we bid you hapaday and good evening, everybody. A 51-year-old man who fell into a coma after being hit with a beer mug has died. His attacker is likely to face more serious charges after the island's chief medical examiner has ruled his death to be suspicious.
Crystal Paco reports on what has been determined as the first homicide of the year.
It was a blow to the head with a glass beer mug. That was enough to put 51-year-old Paul Nakamura into a coma back in November and die months later. According to the island's chief medical examiner, Dr. Aurelio Espinola, who conducted the autopsy on Thursday, the cause of death was a skull fracture and brain contusion. The manner of death, he's determined, was a homicide. According to court documents, Nakamura's attacker was arrested that same day back in November. 65-year-old Antonio Regis Areola was charged with aggravated assault as a first-degree felony. He was released days later. Court documents detail what unfolded that day. Nakamura was gambling at Slurp and Burp Bar in Harmon. Nakamura had been gambling at the bar with a man named Henry. Nakamura allegedly became upset when Henry wished to stop playing the dice game with him. That's when Henry's friend, Antonio Regis Areola, stepped in. Court documents state Nakamura told Areola to mind his business and touched him on the shoulder. Nakamura made the motion once more, and that's when Areola had had enough and allegedly picked up his glass beer mug and hit Nakamura on the head. No word yet on whether Areola will face additional charges as a result of Nakamura's delayed death. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
He allegedly lied to police to get a quicker response to a stolen car. James Niosi was charged with false alarm and making a false report. Both his misdemeanors. On Wednesday, the 25-year-old had gone into the store and came out to see someone driving off with his Mitsubishi Outlander. Dissatisfied with police response, he called 911 again and reported his 3-year-old daughter was asleep in the back seat, which prompted an Amber Alert. The alert was canceled hours later when police discovered the girl was safe and sound with her mother, and Niosi had gone to the store alone. In court on Friday, Judge Alberto Tolentino released Niosi on $1,000 performance bond.
Thank you. Mr. Niosi, the government has no objection to your release today on a $1,000 performance bond. You are released on the condition that you come to all your court hearings. Your next court hearing?
Court documents state Niosi knew what he was doing was wrong, but didn't think of the consequences at the time. His next court appearance is set for February 8th.
Well, after only a few hours in deliberations, jurors have returned a guilty verdict against defendant Liberty Conception on all 3 counts of assault, all as misdemeanors. Conception was charged for a riot that occurred at the Linda's Coffee Shop in East Agania back in October. Throughout trial, defense maintained Conception was acting out of self-defense. Judge Michael Berdalio today read aloud the jury's verdict.
Find the defendant Liberty Joe Conception guilty of the offense of assault, signed and dated by 4 persons. Verdict form number 2. Read the jury find the defendant Liberty Joe Conception guilty of the offense of assault as a misdemeanor. Signed and dated by the woman. And the verdict form number 3. Read the jury find the defendant Liberty Joe Conception guilty of the offense of assault as a misdemeanor.
Conception's co-defendants, Enrique Duenas, Christian Medina, and Jovin Santos, all entered plea agreements with the government. Duenas faces anywhere from 45 to 100 days behind bars, while Medina and Santos face no jail time. Sentencing is scheduled for February 23rd.
A 53-year-old Jotnya man is behind bars accused of raping a 10-year-old girl. According to court documents, the victim's school counselor reported the incident to police, stating the girl woke up to Cruz on top of her and felt pain in her private parts. Joseph Anthony Cruz was booked and confined.
So was it a payless payday? Well, that's depending on who you talk to, as it now appears the 34th legislature may be off to quite the bumpy start, as staffers and even senators are waiting on their first paycheck for the new term. Ken Quintanilla explains in this next report.
No employee of the 34th Guam legislature has been paid this week.
The Guam legislature's new executive director, Jermaine Alerta, says staffers, along with senators, were supposed to get paid this past Tuesday for at least 40 hours. But instead, they won't be getting paid until next week.
The end of the 33rd Guam legislature ended in the middle of a traditional pay period. By law, the legislative employees who were employed in there were to be terminated at the end of that week. And then, the new hiring began the next week. So because the end of the 33rd ended in the middle of a pay period, that means the beginning of the 34th started in the middle of a pay period. So it would only be half a pay period. So it would be what we would consider a typical 40-hour week to be paid for.
The legislature's chief financial officer, Agnes Cruz, has been with the legislature for 21 years and clarifies this is not a payless payday, but in fact normal during the transition period. Only senators and employees of the 33rd Guam legislature were issued their last paychecks and the lump sum annual leave payments. Alerta, meanwhile, says they are currently working around the clock to ensure that employees of the 34th get their first direct deposit next week.
We were unable to complete it by today, but we are on track to have it transacted to the bank on Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday, and hopefully get it paid out. If not Tuesday, then Wednesday. And then what will happen is the following week is a regular pay period week. We are on schedule to meet that with the full 80-hour payout.
He stresses the 34th Guam legislature started not on a full pay period and cannot be treated as a regular pay period. Alerta says, quote, it was something that could have been better handled, and gives his apologies to employees.
It's the beginning of the term. We're 2 weeks in. And like with every new process, with every new start of anything, the legislature especially, there's going to be some bumps in the road. We're doing our best to overcome those bumps, and we're doing our best to make sure that none of the obstacles that we've faced within the last 2 weeks, we face in the future. And if we do, then we have a better way of getting around them.
Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.
Now, Senator Michael Sinicolas, who chairs the Committee on Rules and by that responsibility oversees the operations of the Guam legislature, says, like the chief financial officer, this was not a payless payday either.
In other news, Japan Defense Minister Tomomi Inada arrived in Guam last night for a 2-day trip to visit the island's Terminal High Altitude Area Defense Battery, also known as THAAD. The battery was permanently stationed in Guam last year amid heightened tensions in that region, namely nuclear and ballistic missile threats from North Korea. Joint Region Marianas Public Information Officer Lieutenant Tim Gorman confirms Inada was scheduled to tour Anderson Air Force Base today. In addition to inspecting the THAAD site, Inada will also meet with local officials to discuss the Marine Corps buildup activities here on island.
Well, it's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but please stay tuned because we are coming right back.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming, KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Do you want to get discounts at local restaurants like Lone Star, CPK, Capricciosa, Delmonico Kitchen and Bar, Manhattan Steakhouse, Tony Roma's, and lots more? What about 25% off on all natural and organic items at Payless Supermarkets daily? It's all part of Guam's largest rewards club, the Calvo's Lifestyle Club. Join today for free as an added benefit to being a Calvo's Insurance customer. Just show your Lifestyle Club card at over 50 of our rewards partners to start saving more. It's just one of the ways Calvo's Insurance helps you live a better lifestyle.
Two things come to play when talking about mobile data: price and speed. Let's look at what happens when we compare the competition against iTeeny's $80 plan. Docomo's $79 plan comes with 6 gigs. iTeeny's $80 plan comes with 20. GTA's $80 plan comes with 10 gigs. better, but you get twice as much at IT&E. IT&E has the best network and the data to back it up. Get unlimited talk and text and 20 gigabytes for $80 at IT&E. Oh, and if you bring your own device, get 40 gigs.
Is your old ride letting you down? Then play Micronesia Mall's Ride Away Flyaway game and win 3 rides from Triple J Auto Group, plus 30 flyaways to Manila on Philippine Airlines. Just present mall receipts to enter and win the 2017 Kia Soul, the 2017 Mazda 3 Sport, the 2017 Kia Forte, and instant prizes from Burger King and Foot Locker. Shop and win more cars, trips, and prizes when you play Micronesia Mall's Ride Away Flyaway game.
Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. Then you say, go slow, I fall behind.
We all want what's best for our kids. Introducing McDonald's new Chicken McNuggets, made with 100% white meat chicken and no artificial colors, flavors, and now no artificial preservatives.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
We are back, everybody, and we have regional headlines for you now. Here's our friends at KSPN2 News in Saipan.
Half a day, Marianas. This is what's making news in the CNMI.
The mayor's office will continue to support a bill to make abusing animals against the law in the CNMI. Mayor David Apatang says a recent case of dog abuse should not be tolerated.
I strongly support that bill. It's a good bill that will protect a lot of the animals around, from abuse and all that. Just recently, we saw that issue in the media about the dogs being dumped into the water in the ocean. That's a no-no. We don't deal with that.
Special advisor to the mayor, Henry Hofsnyder, says there are alternatives for unwanted dogs that do not include abuse.
That's very unacceptable. If it was done just for fun, or if it was done on purpose to punish the animal, then, we don't do that. We bring the dog over to our shelter. We'll take the dog in.
I'm here inside one resident's home in Coblerville, and everything looks nice from the inside, but if you follow me outside, there's trash everywhere, and the city says it's a huge health hazard. Representative Ed Probst says the area is a breeding ground for rodents and it's a health hazard. He says a disabled woman and her son live in the home with another tenant. He says there are too many people using one trash bin.
She's a double amputee. She doesn't have feet. She has her son. But the mayor's office has already agreed to pick up the trash. But in order for them to pick it up, the trash must be segregated. They must organize the trash and everything. So I have my community workers, Joe and Sal, and my chief of staff, Vince, in the background that are helping to organize and segregate the trash.
He says the mess is unacceptable and the next time the owner will be fined. Felano Messa's mother owns the home. He says another relative trashed the outside of it.
Because my auntie stayed here before me, and he just left his trash and then he just go. So my mom wants to stay here, so we had to fix it. So we had to throw it out there first until the mayor's come. But when the mayor comes, they said they have to sort it out, like trash, wood, metals.
Reporting for KSBN2, I'm Bryant Clerkley.
Long-term sustainability continues to be an issue at the Guam Memorial Hospital, and Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. is pushing to find solutions, whether through a public-private partnership or expanded health coverage for the people of Guam. Isa Baza has more.
A mandate to treat all patients, regardless of their ability to pay, has led the Guam Memorial Hospital into deep financial trouble. Just last year, the hospital received a $45 million bailout, $80 million short of what it hoped to receive in order to form a business model better suited for long-term sustainability. Committee on Health Chair Senator Dennis Rodriguez has been looking at alternative ways to help the hospital make ends meet. One option is a possible public-private partnership.
If you take a look at our GMH task force report that we put together about last year, right? It looked at other hospitals in similar situations as Guam Memorial Hospital that were government-run public hospitals, and looked at how their partnership with a bigger privately run hospital, what kind of benefits that had in terms of management, in terms of a centralized supply chain, where they get better prices for supplies and medicines, a bigger network of providers, of doctors. We have a lack of specialists here on Guam. Being able to partner with an established hospital group would be able to give us access now to specialists that we have a very hard time bringing over here.
A request for information was issued by the Guam Economic Development Authority last year and received responses from 3 companies from the U.S. mainland. Rodriguez says he plans to work with the GMH Board of Trustees on exploring this option and whether it's appropriate for GMH.
There's other things that we are doing that's very important as well, which is the expansion of access to health insurance. That in itself is going to be able to assist the hospital long term, because we know a big part of it is a large population that go there that don't have a payer attached to them.
His office is in the process of drafting and developing legislation relative to a healthcare para-toto plan, something he says gets to the root of financial issues at GMH.
By doing that, you're able to help the hospital, but you're really able to strengthen the overall healthcare infrastructure on our island when you're able to give over 30,000 of our people access to health insurance.
However, before the legislation is completed, Rodriguez is eyeing federal policy changes under the Trump administration and how these changes may affect local funding. Once that is determined, he'll have a better idea of how best to move forward. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
In other news this evening, the AB Wampat Guam International Airport celebrates its 41st anniversary this week. The agency is coming off one of the best years ever with more than 3.4 million passenger movements. The airport's also set to launch one of the largest capital improvement projects with a nearly $100 million construction of a third-floor arrivals lobby. Here's board chairman Rick Duenas with more.
So that we can open up our concourse area, make it more efficient for our international passengers coming in to get through immigration customs and enhance their experience here in Guam. There's just so many great things. $500 million of investment recently. I mean, this airport has probably got the lion's share of the capital investment of any government instrumentality across this entire island.
Acting Governor Ray Tenorio officially kicked off Airport Week with a proclamation. Other major projects include a $30 million in-baggage screening system and a more than $500,000 passenger processing kiosk in the hall.
The airport isn't the only one celebrating. 2 Month Sands Plaza cut the ribbon today on its new TSP Air Lounge. Located on the 2nd floor, the lounge boasts an island-inspired interior complete with amenities such as free Wi-Fi, kids' playroom, luggage area, and massage chairs for visitors and their children to enjoy. The lounge was developed in partnership with Net Tours, Tell Me Club, Summer Dream, and the TSP management.
17 local companies signed the Hafa Pledge this morning at the Sheraton Laguna Guam Resort. They joined more than 600 such firms who have already signed GVB's branding campaign aiming to spread the Hafa spirit. Joe Jetski's GM Lauren Cedarblade shared her reason for taking the pledge.
I came here about 3.5 years ago and knew nothing about Chamorros or Hafa Day or anything. And I fell in love with the culture, the island, everything about it. And it really means something to me because that's the reason why I live here, is because everyone shares that Hafa Day.
Several of the pledge signers include Shop Guam E-Festival participants. The GV campaign, in its 5th year, features special promotions for dining, shopping, touring, and cultural events.
It's one of the largest global art contests, and today Atkins Kroll launched the 11th Toyota Dream Art car art contest for students in Guam and the CNMI. The contest gives children throughout the world the opportunity to develop an interest in cars and share their ideas about the future of mobility by drawing their dream cars. Last year, more than 800,000 entries were submitted, with one of the selections from a student from Saipan. The contest is open to students up to the age of 15. Students are encouraged to use any standard drawing medium like coloring pencils, crayons, watercolors, or markers, with the only restriction being the use of digital tools. Entries will be accepted at AK Toyota in Tamuning until February 28th.
Kind of excited.
And tonight is the first evening of Trench Fest 3, featuring reggae artists Catch a Fire, Josh Heinrichs, and Skillinjaw. On Saturday, taking the stage are 660, Fortunate Youth, and Kaz Haley. Both reggae concerts kick off at sundown at the Guam Greyhound Park over in Tamuning, with Village Mayor Louise Rivera advising residents, don't be alarmed, as there will be fireworks at around 10:30. For more information, you can check out Trench Fest on Facebook.
Well, stay tuned. Sports is up next, but first, here's a look at weather.
Thank you for an amazing year. This 2017, get ready for suspense, romance, drama, action. So bring on the new year. We are ready to capture more moments. Happy New Year from GTA.
Chuck E. Cheese's Guam is not all fun and games. Our pizza is delicious with the freshest toppings, oven-baked to order. Try the fresh salad bar, sandwiches, and don't forget our mouth-watering wings. Come and eat at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
Start this year with something new in your driveway during Cars Plus Something New sales event. Make a resolution to expand your horizons with Jeep, the most awarded best-selling SUV brand. Like a Jeep Renegade or Jeep Compass, your choice. Save up to $4,000 or save $4,500 off a Jeep Grand Cherokee. How about the Jeep Cherokee 75th Anniversary Edition with savings up to $5,500 off. Stop in today for quick and easy financing. It's our Something New sales event going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
The Shop Guam E-Festival is back and better than ever. GVB has teamed up with over 100 Shop Guam vendors to give you access to hundreds of deals and discounts. Download the free Shop Guam mobile app and get real-time alerts on offers nearest you to dine, shop, play, and save. Just in time for the holiday season. Download the app now and start taking advantage of great deals. The Shop Guam E-Festival is a GVB signature event, making Guam a better place to live, work, and visit.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Abade Guam, Chris Barnett with sports here, proudly brought to you by Triple J. What's that? Loud shirt? Not as loud as the guy wearing it. Hey, Friday, woohoo, business! Ah, whoa, whoa. Coming up, we'll tell you about playoff football action coming up this weekend, but first, let's kick it off with our Dow Rent-To-Own Athlete of the Week. Here at Dow Rent-To-Own in Denito, where the special they have is rent 1 week, get 1 week free. We'll have more on that in just a bit, but our athletes of the week, just two of the lovely ladies from the Sets on the Beach tennis squad. Now, they won the championship in the Diva Tennis League. We have Molly and Millie, and just real quick, Millie, I got to give you a backhand, if you will, for causing a racket here on the tennis scene on Guam. You can tell us a little bit about the Diva Tennis League.
So the Diva Tennis League is comprised of 4 teams at this time. The season that we just finished was the fall season. There is an upcoming spring season, and for more information on that, you can go to gntf.org. But the women that play in that league are anywhere between 19 and 70 years old, all different skill levels. And we encourage everyone from beginners to advanced skill level because we do have competition for everyone.
There you go. And we're going to get to that competition in a minute. But first, my man CJ from Dow Rent-To-Own with a special message for Molly and Millie.
Congratulations on being Rentone's Athlete of the Week. Who would you like to present this check to?
Well, this check will go to the nonprofit organization Gwaidza Todu. Once again, an organization that was put together with a mission to expand the sport of tennis to all women on Guam.
There you go. And it's a great way to stay active. I mean, I've tried playing tennis a couple times, and oh boy, easy way to get out of breath. And let's bring it over to Molly here. Molly, I know you moved here a year ago. What's it like in this league? You know, women ages 19 to 70, all different walks of life, all different levels of, skill coming together to play tennis. That's got to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it's been really interesting. Great way to meet new people. And also the level of tennis is surprisingly very challenging. The ladies here on Guam can really hit the ball.
There you go. I'll tell you, there's a lot of stuff the ladies here in Guam can really hit. Millie, let's talk about this opportunity with this league to kind of bring a lot of, younger females into the sport, because I know that you guys are always shaking the tree, trying to find more youth to get involved with tennis.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, there is an upcoming spring season, and the final details aren't yet. The specifics are not ready, but if you just keep it tuned to gntf.org, there's a lot of information about leagues, clinics, just all different kinds of tennis activities for boys and girls, actually. And there's a men's league coming up too. So if you want to just go on to gntf.org, that's where you'll get that information.
Molly, let's talk a little bit about that final match. I mean, it was neck and neck, and if you could tell us a little bit more about what went on and you guys' road to the championship.
Well, one thing about our team was that, I don't want to brag, but we were consistent winners all the way to the end of the season. And yes, the final was a little bit concerning, but we did manage to pull it out.
I'll tell you, I like that. I don't want to brag, but we the best. Yeah. Hey, check out the Guam National Tennis Federation. Congratulations once again, ladies, on being our Del Rentone Athletes of the Week.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by
New league leaders, the Napa Rovers, looking to retain their top spot in the Budweiser Soccer League Premier Division in the team's next match against number 3 seed Quality Distributors, 7 o'clock Saturday night at the GFA Training Center here in Harmon. Defending champions, the Rovers, took back the number 1 spot in the league standings with a 5-1 win over the previously undefeated Guam Shipyard team in the team's first game following the December holiday on January 7th, according to the latest stats released by the GFA Men's Committee. All right, 3-day weekend. Yep, for that MLK holiday, and we got some playoff football action for you. Sunday, January 15, 11 on 11. That's 11 in the morning, KUAM TV 11. It is the NFL on CBS. The AFC Divisional Playoff, Houston Texans at Andy Wheeler's New England Patriots. And then Monday, the 16th of January, 4 in the morning. Get up early. KUAM TV 8, NFL on NBC, Sunday night football, the NFL Divisional Playoff game. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, have a great Friday. Woohoo! Business! On behalf of our sports director, David Delgado, wishing you a great weekend, 3-day weekend. My name's Chris. You keep on shining, Guam. Adios!
Times are always changing, and I wonder what tomorrow will look like. I hope I can leave good things behind. I hope I can be a golden memory, a lesson in strength, a warm touch in all of the coldness. If I could leave just a little bit of light, maybe all our laughter won't fade. But hopefully, the embrace I leave for you is tight enough to keep you together.
I had a dream. I I walked into a dealership, picked out a new car, gave them no money, and they're letting me drive it for free the next 3 months.
And Nissan Guam, your dream has become a reality during the premier New Year event. For the new year, you can drive away a new Nissan with no money down and not make a payment for the next 3 months. It's on the house, no money down. We make your first 3 payments, just sign and drive away. For details, stop by Nissan Upper Tumon or log on NissanGuam.com.
Get ready to take flight at the 2017 United Airlines Guam Marathon, April 9th. Register now for the 5K, 10K, half, and full marathon. 4 races in one great event. Run in paradise with thousands of local and international runners. Enjoy new features such as the Hop a Day Expo, the Barbecue Beach Party, and the upcoming Runners Perk program, Eat, Shop, Run. Learn more. Visit our Facebook or Instagram and register now at UnitedGuamMarathon.com.
It's your last chance to save big during the Triple J Auto Group's absolute year-end clearance. Get unbelievable savings on all remaining 2016s, plus many 2017s. Take advantage of our lowest prices of the year on Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $80 per paycheck, and used cars as low as $68 per paycheck. Every customer receives a free gift. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group, customers first.
Welcome back. Before we close out the news tonight, here's your latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. And kicking it off, happy birthday to Michael J. Regis from your friends. Class of 82, enjoy your special day.
Rudy Appalong, happy 65th birthday to you. And this comes from the DZSP 21 Transportation Heavy Shop, and that is heavy metal.
And happy birthday to Antra K. Simon, celebrating his 5th birthday from her brothers. Actually, happy birthday to her from her brothers Richie Kafoto and Richinson.
Happy birthday to Jolie Gogui. This is birthday number 11 for this little miss. We love you so much and hope you enjoy your trip off island tomorrow from your loving family. That's cool.
Happy birthday to Carlos, celebrating his 46th birthday.
And remember, everybody, belated birthdays are absolutely welcome as well. And we have one tonight to Sus Atoigui. Happy birthday, everybody, and you too can be part of it with a round of applause. Just go to KUAM.com and register. It's absolutely for free.
All right, let's get to the winner of this week's Cold Stone Creamery cake. Congratulations going out to Lonnie Quintanilla. It was her birthday on Sunday, January 8th.
All right, now it might be a little bit hot this weekend, so that ice cream cake is really going to come in handy.
Certainly is, and someone from Cold Stone will be contacting you to let you know how you can pick up your delicious cake.
And one of the two of us is going to come right back and do KUM News Extra. Stay tuned and find out which one.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Thank you for an amazing year. This 2017, get ready for suspense, romance, drama, action. So bring on the new year. We are ready to capture more moments. Happy New Year from GTA.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Areola at 472-6114.
Tourism, it's our #1 industry. As Guam's largest employer, tourism supports 20,000 jobs. In fact, 1 out of every 3 jobs is tourism related. Annually, tourism generates over $150 million in tax revenue. Without it, every household would pay an additional $3,100 per year. From real estate to retail, tourism has a positive impact on every industry. Make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Support tourism.
Health, home, and lifestyle. News and information on wellness, health, balance, and fitness. Join Isabaza on Tuesdays for instant motivation, inspiration, and important health news from around our community. Presented by Paradise Fitness. Exercise is medicine.
The Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
Hey everybody, and welcome. I'm Jason Salas. This is the KUM Studios in Harmon, and you are watching KUM News Extra. I've got some friends from the Academy of Our Lady of Guam telling you about another Academy of Our Lady of Guam 5K event. Joni, it's such a wonderful event. I can't even say it correctly. It's so amazing.
It's been 15 years.
Yeah, so congratulations on having the event. Of course, Sister Angela Perez.
Thank you.
Sister.
Hi. Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, and Happy New Year. And congratulations on yet another event that brings the community together, gets everybody out doing something positive, doing something athletic, and continuing the education.
And getting fit, because I know KUAM is really into getting fit now.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Yeah, Chris and Issa really, really into that.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us all about this year's. How are you guys different? Because every year with the AOLG 5K, it gets a little bit different, a little bit of a zing to it.
Well, we still have great prizes. Our grand prize, of course, is a round-trip ticket for 2 to Manila with hotel accommodations and airfare for the weekend. But we are doing something different this year. In addition to our trolley and our memorial service, we are going styrofoam free this year. And we hope to continue. And Sister Angela will talk more about that.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, this is our 70th year as Sisters of Mercy. We celebrate our anniversary. And one of our critical concerns is care for our earth, our common home. So we have a very active green club, and they have donated 3,000 paper cups. So we won't be using styrofoam. They have really been very intense in their initiative to have a styrofoam-free campus. So they are going around getting pledges by reading a page or a portion of Laudato Si. So it will be a consciousness raising for care of our earth, as well as supporting this 5K.
And 5K events, I've been to a few, and they can instantly go from having a very picturesque island scene and everything like that to, a wasteland of litter and everything like that. Of course, like all the 5Ks over the years and everything like that, everybody picks up, everybody cleans up after themselves. But the fact that you guys aren't using styrofoam and using a more responsible method of cups and everything like that, kudos to you. That's wonderful.
Yes. We will have a picture booth too for people to take their pictures showing that we're styro free, and they're joining the campaign with us.
Very nice. So Sister, maybe can you shed some light on exactly the type of Catholic woman that Academy has always sought to produce?
Well, we go by our title, Academy of Our Lady of Guam. The academic part is very strong, being an academy of Our Lady. So we model our lives after our model in our lives, our Blessed Mother. So very Catholic, faith-centered, God-centered, and also of Guam. So we not only grow as individuals, but we also contribute to the community. And in addition to that, being an all-girl school, we have the all-girl advantage, which research has proven there are advantages to being an all-girl school. And they have this bond as sisters, that they support each other in school and also as alumni. Wherever they go, they are always supportive of each other.
And there is no one more prouder and that wears that title more proudly than the lovely lifetime cougar we've got right here and everything. So, I mean, Joni, you've sat on this very chair for many years. You've had the Attorney General by your side. You've had, successful women in business, in policy making, in various types of industry and everything like that. What does that sisterhood and that bond, mean to you? Even for people that weren't, in school at the same time as you, it's like, hey, you went to Academy, I went to Academy, we share a common set of virtues.
I'm actually retired, and I wanted to go home to the Academy. My whole family, my mother, my children, my nieces, my sister, we all went to the Academy. And it's just a bond you can't explain unless you really are part of it. So I truly encourage all young women to try and join the Academy family, enter the Academy. We do, this 5K is for scholarship and tuition assistance. And we do help families in need who want their daughters to have an Academy education, Catholic education.
And of course, let's go ahead and talk about the route now, because I assume that based on where Academy is, right in the heart of Haggadah, one of the most beautiful sunrise vistas you're ever going to see if you go by that part of the
Yes.
Capitol. I'm assuming it's right around that part.
Right. It's the same route we've been taking for years. We will start off in front of PDN and go up the road and go down Challen, take a left on Challen Santa Papa. You'll see the new museum and the new legislature building. So it's really, it's very scenic right now. And then we go down West Soledad all the way down to 9th Street, Chodi. Take your snack there if you want. There's a water station there. Go
Good
up.
empanada there.
Yeah, good empanada there. The trolley usually stops there. And then we go up, make a ride on Marine Drive. The next water station will be at Staywell. Go all the way down to, I believe that's Route 4 where the Bank of Guam intersects with the court. Go all the way down and then turn back onto West Soledad in front of the courts and back to the school.
And as you just said, very appropriately, you're no longer running by construction sites and everything.
Exactly.
It's the finished Guam Museum. It's the finished Guam Congress building and everything like that. You'll probably be taking like a lot of selfies while you run.
Right. And we have a great mayor. Every time he knows our 5K is coming up, says, don't worry, your roads will be nice.
Okay, anything else you'd like to add about this event or how people can contribute to the Academy?
Well, we certainly appreciate all our donors and come and, join us in the run. And if you don't want to run, join us in supporting us.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, we do have the pajama pledge still, where you can sign up and get a t-shirt and you are with us in spirit, even though you're not there running, or you can ride the trolley.
All right. So is there a number where people can call or where can they go to register?
You can register at either Academy of Our Lady Business Office, Royal Bix, or Healthy Q. The number is 477-8203 for the Academy, or you can go to our website, aolg.edu.gu, and download the registration form.
All right. Thank you both so very much.
Thank
you very much.
All right. Please stay tuned, everybody. We are back after this.
Thank you for an amazing year. This 2017, get ready for suspense, romance, drama, action. So bring on the new year. We are ready to capture more moments with you. Happy New Year from GTA.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Ariola at 472-6114.
Tourism, it's our #1 industry. As Guam's largest employer, tourism supports 20,000 jobs. In fact, 1 out of every 3 jobs is tourism related. Annually, tourism generates over $150 million in tax revenue. Without it, every household would pay an additional $3,100 per year. From real estate to retail, tourism has a positive impact on every industry. Make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Support tourism.
House to Home, brought to you by Remax Diamond Realty.
All right, everybody, Hafa and welcome back to the show. We want to tell you now about little investments you can make to your home, your apartment building, whatever property you have that go a long, long way and greatly improve the value of whatever you own. Liz and Gina are here. I should say Gina and Liz.
I know. I just realized I'm on the wrong
You
chair.
guys did a whole switcheroo for 2017.
It's the new year. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to be closer to you by maybe like 2 feet, Gina.
2 feet,
So let's go ahead and start with you. So what are some things, like if I either own a home or I rent out my place or I'm a property manager, little investments I can make, maybe like CCTVs or stuff like that, that actually do make a difference towards the value of your property?
Yeah, those types of improvements definitely make a difference. And for me, making a difference is something that would really entice a buyer, something that draws their attention, something that's sought after. So right now, big items are like granite countertops are big improvement items that really add value because they're high on the desirability scale with buyers. CCTVs, of course, that adds a lot of value.
How about stainless steel refrigerators?
Yeah, stainless steel appliances
Those do
in
make a
general.
difference.
Absolutely.
It's not just aesthetic. Those actually do increase the value.
It really does because it's a higher demand item for buyers. So if that particular item is sought after by buyers, then of course demand goes up. And if demand goes up, that increases value. So you're absolutely right. Plus, they tend to be more higher priced, those types of items. So of course the appraiser would give you better value for them. And rightly so. They cost more to put in.
Mm-hmm. Well, Liz, we've talked about this on this segment in the past, like installing things like pools or circular staircases or, you know, fancy types of architecture and everything that not only add to, again, its cosmetic value, but also can affect the value of the property. So what are some other things?
It does, but just remember, you want to stick to sustainable design. So if a spiral staircase rocks your boat, and you put it in there, but it doesn't flow well with the rest of the house, you have to be careful that your design can withstand the years, because you might live in a home for 10 years and 10 years later, okay, you're ready to sell. So whatever you put in there, you don't want the design to be quirky. You want it to flow well. Your tiles have to flow. So usually when we go into a home, in terms of value, we look at the layout of the property, of the house. Your energy efficient air conditioners, like the inverter types, that helps. Right now, a lot of the families are doing energy efficient. They're hooking up, they're signing contracts to hook up to save on their power, solar. And then they ask, well, what's your power bill like? So, I mean, one house that we listed, the power bill was only $13. And that was because they were hooked up to a solar panel.
A lot of people have water tanks these days too.
And water tanks. So there's a number of items. And not only that, when you're doing energy efficient, some of these, the federal government has some programs where they would rebate some of your expenses. But an appraiser will go through the home and they start to price things. Now, bear in mind, if you put in a brand new air conditioner and you're saying, well, I want full value, an appraiser does not normally give you the full value. So for example, if you put something in for $500 or $1,000 and you're expecting on the appraisal, it'll show $1,000. Not necessarily so. So an appraiser will look at it, they'll assign a value, but not the full amount. So they have their way of doing it. I mean, if you ask me, yes, give me my $1,000 value for that particular item, but the appraisers have a different system that they follow. They have their own process.
Okay, so Gina, so what's a can't miss, can't lose item that some people can add very simply to their property and everything like that and affect its price?
It really enhances value.
Yeah, we talked about CCTVs and, you know, that's security things, I would think.
Well, see, security things are of value, but if I'm thinking about what do I need to do to really, so adding value is more about what is going to entice a buyer to my property, right? And yes, security systems are important, but are they more important than, say, a kitchen?
A kitchen, yes.
A bathroom? Probably not. If I had to rate it, I'd say spend your money in your kitchen first.
Okay.
Your bathroom second, and maybe the security system after a really good paint job, maybe the security system.
I've always wanted to put in one of those doggy doors.
Yeah.
That may affect
maybe
what, $5 up?
Maybe that'll be 5th on my list.
Right. But if they don't have a pet.
Yeah, exactly. See, and that's a good example that of, you know, yes, you can customize things, but if we're talking about value, it's only because you're thinking about selling. My husband and I always have this conversation that our house is worth nothing. And he says, why do you say that? Because I'm never going to sell it. So it's worth nothing. It's never going to get sold. So what is it worth? Nothing. So if you're talking about value, you're talking about what is it worth to someone else. And you've got to start thinking along those lines if you're making improvements. And the other thing that I'd like to share is if you're going to spend the money, keep all the receipts and make a list. Because when you're ready to sell, you're not going to remember everything. And I have a good example. You could spend $1,000 to put a split AC in, or you can spend $4,000 to put it in. And even though the appraiser can't give you the whole value, if you show them the receipt, they will give you more than $1,000 value if you spent $4,000 to put it in. It's not all created equal.
All right. Well, that is amazing information. Thank you so much, both of you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Please stay tuned, everyone. We are back after this.
Two things come to play when talking about mobile data: price and speed. Let's look at what happens when we compare the competition against iTeenie's $80 plan. Docomo's $79 plan comes with 6 gigs. iTeenie's $80 plan comes with 20. GTA's $80 plan comes with 10 gigs. Better, but you get twice as much at IT&E. IT&E has the best network and the data to back it up. Get unlimited talk and text and 20 gigabytes for $80 at IT&E. Oh, and if you bring your own device, get 40 gigs.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
There's no place on Guam like Chuck E. Cheese's. It's tons of fun with so many games, and parties are a blast, where everyone has fun. Come and party at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Call and book your party today.
Start this year with something new in your driveway during Cars Plus Something New sales event. Make a resolution to expand your horizons with Jeep, the most awarded best-selling SUV brand. Like a Jeep Renegade or Jeep Compass, your choice. Save up to $4,000 or save $4,500 off a Jeep Grand Cherokee. How about the Jeep Cherokee 75th Anniversary Edition with savings up to $5,500 off. Stop in today for quick and easy financing. It's our Something New sales event going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
All right, everybody, our friends at the Guam Young Professionals Organization, very, very fine, very motivated people, told us a few weeks ago about their 7th annual event of the year, which they are calling this year Glamcino Royale. Anthony Mariano and Judy Rosario are here, and we are talking about what is going to be a star-studded event, I'm sure. Anthony, welcome back.
Thank you for having me again, and also for having Judy. Yes,
All
we're
right.
here to just inform the public about our 7th annual event of the year. Like I did mention, the event of the year celebrates GYP's anniversary as a committee of the Guam Chamber of Commerce. And also we will be celebrating the 2016 Reina A. Letty Guam Young Professional of the Year Award recipient.
Which we are not saying, by the way.
We're not. We're going to go ahead.
Yeah.
We're going to go
Mum's the
ahead
word.
and keep it secret until the event that night. We'll let everybody know who that is. That's one of the biggest draws. So Judy and myself have been sworn to secrecy. Actually, we don't even really know who it could be. We do have a list of great nominees, but as to who the actual winner is, that's totally not something we have as far as knowledge.
Okay, well, Judy, who are some of the nominees? Because I know these are distinguished members under 40 of Guam's private sector.
Yes, and so they include, there's actually 7 of them this year. So we have John Bell from the Office of John Bell, Joaquin Cook from Bank of Guam, Jessica Leon Guerrero from IWS, Gavin Gamindi from MidPac, Michelle Catahay, Paris, I always forget that last name, Paris from GTA.
So do we from time to time. We got so used to saying Michelle Catahay.
Right. Melanie Mendiola from Farm to Table, and then Jesse Rosario from the Boca Box.
Very
so
nice.
Just a nice list. We were excited when we got all the nominations, and we're excited to see who the winner is too.
And each one of them, like I said, distinguished, very experienced, very involved in the community and in the organization, and in many ways.
Yeah, so these individuals, they are picked on the basis that they are professional individuals that exemplify dedication to leadership, commitment to community, as well as the business organization that they're employed at. So we're looking at somebody who's well-rounded, but also involved in the community. And, that's one of our biggest things that we like to try and do as far as our mission and our goals is to give back to the Guam community in ways either through charitable donations or through professional development amongst our members and any interested members as well.
And that is a very Guam thing to do, because we're taught so often in business school that corporate responsibility is a very big part of being a well-rounded business person. But if you're also going to be Guamanian, you also have to take care of your fellow islanders.
Of course, you're definitely right.
Yeah. Okay, so now that everybody's appetite is whetted, to attend the ceremony, let's talk about food, let's talk about entertainment, and let's talk about tickets.
Okay, so admissions this year is $40 per person. Again, you can send your reservations to the Guam Chamber of Commerce. You can get them at their email, info@guamchamber.com.gu, or you can call them at 472-6311. We do recommend reservations only because in the past this event has filled up very quickly, and so not everybody sometimes is able to go in at once. So when you reserve, then your priority on top of the list. But we do accept walk-ins, just with the restriction that you may not be guaranteed entry because of space. So again, it's $40 per person, and just send your reservations to the Guam Chamber of Commerce. And the event is actually on Friday, January 20th, 2017, 6 to 10 p.m. at the Sheraton.
Very nice. Okay,
Yeah.
what can we expect as far as the menu?
So
My
actually,
favorite part.
yeah, so it's a real cocktail event. So we're gonna have a lot of poo-poos, and we actually have Midpack and IWS both sponsoring the event. So they're gonna feature their wines and also some of their drinks, signature drinks. And then as far as the food is concerned, it's gonna be at Sheraton. So they're gonna be taking care of the food. And Black Tie, who's another sponsor, is gonna glam it up. So it's gonna.
Right.
I mean, we're really excited. We just had the walkthrough yesterday, and we had all the vendors with us, and we're just really excited. Jean has a lot in store for us, and it's going to be a really nice, glamorous event.
Yeah, Black Tie is going to put the glam in Glamsino.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay, so congratulations again on putting this together, and congratulations in advance for the winner of the Reina Letty Young Professional of the Year. A very distinguished award given in contribution of a very, very involved person who we miss very much.
Yes.
All right, so thank you very much. We'll see you there.
Thank you for having us again.
All right, please stay tuned. We're back after this. You know, I should.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Mas.
Smiling is a natural response to joy, happiness, and excitement. Your smile reveals a lot about who you are. A healthy, beautiful smile can brighten your appearance and be an invitation to conversation and friendship. It is often one of the first things people notice about you. Now, thanks to the advancements in dentistry, you can have the smile you have always wanted, giving you an improved smile that looks and feels great.
My silver fillings that I have, they're getting older in my mouth and I need to replace them. So I've started to do that and I've replaced them with the white fillings and I've had really great success with that. It looks good, they feel natural.